Welcome back, everyone, to the Sports Minorities Podcast, your home for not-so-expert analysis, financial talking, and wildness about everything. I'm your host, JC, your resident Titans fan and proud Spurs fan. Got a win in Paris, guys. Yeah. Jordan, we got?
Chicken wing. I'm back. Apologies for last week. Damn near died, but I'm okay.
There's no team in professional sports I hate more than the Indiana Pacers, so thank you to Spurs for doing the Lord's work.
You're welcome. Beat the crap out of them, too. Jeez.
Bro, my name is Rob. I'm the new NFL refs fan. Yeah. Nice to meet you.
You know what? Finally glad we got to meet one of y'all. Thank you for joining us today.
We've got some words for you, sir. That'll come later.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good evening. This is DJ, and I'm still trying to figure out how Aaron Glenn got a job with the Jets, and I only say that because I was under the impression that Woody Johnson only picked personnel because they were rated highly in Madden, and I don't think coaches get rated like that in Madden. So I'm trying to figure out how he picked Aaron Glenn.
That's exactly how. He has a bad offense with a former defensive coordinator, so he picked another defensive coordinator.
Okay, there we go.
It's the Jets.
Congratulations, New York. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a Detroit coach, isn't he?
But I think he's going to hire a really good staff. I think I'm excited for him for the Jets, to be honest. I think it's actually a great hire.
So we'd love to introduce you, but
we're
still
on that. So.
Yeah. Phil. Great kid.
Phil, you there?
No.
All right,
Bro, he's got like seven drinks in.
Well,
I mean, he's
okay.
Sorry,
oh, there he is.
I sneezed earlier, and I was like, I wanted to go on mute, and then I forgot to take it off. So after watching the national championship game that nobody wanted, I'm really hoping we don't get the Super Bowl that nobody wants this year.
I don't know. Maybe I'm dumb, but I thought Notre Dame had a chance.
They did.
They did up until they didn't.
Yeah, they just made some dumb turnovers, honestly. Just
Weren't they down like 35-6 at one point?
31
Yeah, they were
actually. So
Yeah, they were getting cooked, and
So
they came back.
You can't start a game that way.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
the
true.
funny part is they
You
started
just can't.
7-0, and then they went like the exact opposite of Cam Scadaboo. Instead of throwing up and playing better, their quarterback threw up and played worse. So it was
Yeah.
just, yeah.
White lights are too big for him. That's all it was.
So
If it's not your normal routine, you shouldn't do it.
no, not at all. Today we'll recap the divisional rounds, give us a bracket challenge update, talk a bit of sports news, a lot to talk about. And we're gonna have a discussion about these refs, which all of a sudden Rob is a big fan of.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, someone's got to pick the winning team, right?
Yeah. Well.
I mean, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. Talk about a slew of coaching hires that have happened and more firings. Yeah. And talk a bit about the conference championship games happening this weekend. But let's start with the division round. As far as our bracket challenge goes, Chicken Wing Phil and DJ went 2-2.
Yeah,
Myself, Nori, and Rob went 3-1. So on the bracket challenge standing, Rob has the lead with 44 total points. Nori has 40. I have 36. Phil and Chicken Wing have 32, and DJ has 28. But I think this is pretty much a two-man race at this point. It's going to come down to Rob or Nori because my Super Bowl pick is out. Chicken Wing's Super Bowl pick is out. DJ's Super Bowl pick is out. Phil's Super Bowl pick is out. So, yeah, it's pretty much going to come down to if Buffalo or Philly gets there. And we pretty much could have a winner possibly after this week. We'll find out. So,
Sunday. Yeah.
I'd rather the Chiefs cheat than Philly have any kind of success.
Yeah, you pick Philly to win it all. So
I know. I want to be wrong. Like if I have money on the line, I think Philly has the tools to beat everybody. Yeah.
Well, let's start with that game. Philly over the Rams in the snow game. I really thought the snow game was going to be Buffalo, but geez, it turned out to be Philly. And that really played into what Philadelphia's game is, plain and simple. So, It's like
The
the Rams.
Saquon show? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Despite the Rams
Right.
being healthy, they couldn't keep up. So
They tried to shoestring tackle that man.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
Since this was a divisional round, I guess we could kind of. I don't know if you guys want to go game by game or any surprises or things like that, but KC, Houston. Oh, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, that's a Rob game right there.
We got a whole segment on that.
We got a whole
So
segment for that,
no.
but Philly and Rams was a hell of a game. It was close. I said last week if
was a
the
very good
Rams
game.
pull it off, I would be surprised. But yeah,
Mhm.
They had a chance all the way up until the last,
Baltimore
Last 2
Buffalo
minutes.
was the game of the weekend for sure. That was a hell of a game.
And Mark Andrews is getting way too much shit
No,
Because
he
it's-
really is.
because it's not fair that they had 60 minutes to win that game. They had 3 turnovers, and the only one people remember is that one. It's really
the
unfair.
last one, yeah.
It's really unfair. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I also wonder why the Ravens did exactly what they did in the regular season when they lost games. Derrick Henry had 16 carries. And what happened? You didn't give him 20 carries. And you
Ravens
fucking lost.
formula.
What did they do? Oh, they ran the Tennessee Titans offense last year. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Just hand the ball off to him. Just seriously.
Like, I don't understand.
seriously,
I don't understand.
Yeah.
When they came out and after halftime in the third quarter, they won the third quarter, and Derrick Henry had his best quarter because they kept giving the ball to him. And then I was like, no, we're done. No more.
Exactly.
No
What
more.
the fuck are you doing?
16
Who wants
carries.
to win?
Fucking
Yeah.
All John Harbaugh would need is one day in a tournament arcade setting for like fighting games, because the general rule is if it keeps working, you keep doing it.
Yeah.
So like, so it's frustrating to watch him outcoach himself every year.
Mhm.
And you can't say that the talent's not there, but like you have wide receivers, you have a solid defense, you have a running back and a quarterback who's both a running back and a quarterback. So I don't get it, man.
Yeah, of course. It just makes no sense.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I see what you
Mhm.
did there. I like that.
Boom.
Crazy.
It's a lesson learned too. Yeah, that's a good one. So.
Yeah. Lamar Jackson had another multi-turnover game in the playoffs. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, facts.
And by the way, Baltimore, can you come up with a new 2-point conversion play? Because how many times in the playoffs have we seen that same tight end flat play? It just doesn't work.
Somebody did a TikTok of that shit. I was
Yes.
just like, damn, for real? Like, that's their play?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
Washington, Detroit. I
They
think this
cooked Detroit.
this is the surprise of the weekend. I would say, and I know everyone's gonna say, well, Detroit's got hurt on defense. I mean, they played half the season injured for sure, but this was just wild. I'm just this one shocked me. Like, obviously, I said beginning of the season, I thought this was Detroit's year. I thought they were finally gonna do it, but man, it's just Detroit being Detroit. It sucks.
Health matters though. Health really
does.
truly matters in this game. It sucks that we couldn't see the healthiest teams play each other. That's just never the case.
Yeah, it's that time of year. People are going to be hurt. That's the way it goes, But man, I feel for those fans so much in Detroit. I really do. It's just horrible. I feel for them. So bad.
I agree about the health, but it's hard for me to overlook 5 turnovers. 4 of them being from your quarterback.
Yeah, it wasn't-
Yeah.
Now a bit of trivia with you guys. Jaden Daniels now becomes the 6th rookie to play in the conference championship game in NFL
Crazy.
history. Can you name the other 5?
Brock Purdy.
That's one.
That's all I got.
Wait,
Stroud.
hold on. Brock played his rookie year?
Aren't you a 49ers fan? You don't know this shit? So
I was just about to say the same thing.
Hold
What the
on.
fuck?
It was
Yeah.
a big
I
talk.
thought that was his sophomore year.
No,
Oh, you know what?
no.
No. I know what it was. You're right. No, you're right, because it was Lance first, and then Garoppolo came back, and then he got hurt, and then Purdy came down, and then that's where he got the Tommy John surgery, right? JC,
Right.
the Philly game?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, you're right. Because last year was his sophomore year. My bad.
Yeah. So Brock Purdy was one of the other 5. Who were the other 4? Do you guys know?
CJ Stroud.
No.
No.
Conference championship. This is Texas
Oh,
championship.
Conference championship.
Wasn't Breeze?
No.
Randy Moss.
Now with the Chargers now.
Wait a minute. Joe
Well,
Flacco.
he said quarterbacks.
Joe
Quarterbacks?
Flacco's one. Joe Flacco's
Okay.
Joe
one.
Flacco.
Yep.
Okay. Fucking Brock Purdy. I know we already said that.
You don't get double credit. Sorry.
If that's the case, I would just keep saying Jaden Daniels the entire time.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Kurt Warner.
Kurt Warner did not. No.
Wait a minute. Wasn't there a fucking Buccaneer that did that? Sean King.
Yes. Sean King. Yes.
Oh,
Two more.
Get off Google, DJ.
We definitely know nobody from Dallas did it, so that's safe to say.
Calm down. Calm down.
Yeah, I think Quincy Carter did it.
No.
Quincy
I'm
Carter.
sure Quincy Carter was, I don't know, being terrible at something during that time.
I miss him.
I don't think
Everybody
Alex
hates the Cowboys,
Smith
man.
was his rookie,
No,
right?
Alex Smith isn't. No.
He was not a rookie.
I'll
Okay.
tell you, they're both
Definitely not.
AFC quarterbacks. They're both AFC.
Definitely not Peyton Manning because he had a horrible year.
Russell Wilson.
No, AFC.
Wasn't it?
Tebow?
No.
Nah, he got
Almost
he got the
there, though.
divisional.
Almost got there, though. Yeah.
He got the divisional. That was great. That was a great year.
Thomas.
Big Ben. Big Ben.
Yes, Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh, good one.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
All right, one more.
Phillip-
I don't know if
Rivers?
you guys will get this one, huh?
Give us
AFC.
like decades or like years.
AFC. Was it
Yeah,
in the 21st century?
No, it was fairly
Okay.
recent. Yeah, so
Fairly. Okay.
Fairly
Can I ask-
recent.
it was.
JC, let me ask you
I'll
a
say
question.
this. It was in this century. It was for sure in this century. I'll say.
Oh no, it can't be Joe Burrow.
You said
No.
AFC. You said AFC, right?
It was AFC. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Was he trash after he did that?
Yes.
Was he?
Oh,
That
Blake
kind-
Bortles.
No. I love Phil's laugh on that.
He's the
Yeah,
best.
that guy's terrible.
Was he trash
Um,
before he did this?
Please tell me Sam Bradford.
No.
I remember him. Yeah, I think he played at OU. So fuck
Regrettably.
him.
Something.
All right, you guys want to know?
I have
Go
no
for it.
idea.
Mark
Shock me.
Sanchez.
God,
Butt fumble?
Franchise. That's right.
Wow.
same year as Buff Fumble or right after?
I
No,
think the Buffalo
before.
was after that his career
Wasn't?
was recovered. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
2010 was a butt fumble.
Yeah. So.
Lord have mercy.
So the six rookie quarterbacks to play in a conference championship game are Ben Roethlisberger, Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, Sean King, Brock Purdy, and now Jaden Daniels.
And to date, none of them have made it to the Super Bowl, right?
Not in their rookie year. Well,
Not in their
Brock
rookie year,
Purdy
yeah.
did.
No rookie has made
No.
it.
Oh, rookie, no.
No, rookie has made it, yeah.
Rookie, it says I think a rookie has made it to the Super Bowl. They've just never won it.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember.
Pretty confident on
Purdy beat the Eagles that year?
It would have had to been Ben.
Yeah, Ben might have.
Yeah,
But
no
did they
rookies
win
ever
the-
won the Super Bowl. I think that was the big stat.
True. And Brock was the closest to that.
Yes.
Did Ben win his game, his rookie year? I don't think they won.
Now I know he won. I don't believe that was his rookie year. though.
No rookie quarterback has won or even started in a Super Bowl.
That's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So,
So-
to date, so Jaden Daniels, he might be the first, bro. He might be the
yeah.
first.
So we'll
Good.
see.
I really hope he is.
I don't know. The Bills look scary, so I guess we'll see what happens.
Oh,
In that
Phil
game.
alone is scary.
Well, no. I was talking about just to start, DJ. To start. That's
Oh, okay. Not
Yeah,
win.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
We could repeat the 90s. We could have the Bills play an inferior Washington team and then lose.
That'll be a story to tell. Both teams. Well, no, I took it back.
What was that, 91, 92?
91.
92.
Oh, 91 season.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
91
right.
was the Giants. 92 was Washington. and I
Yeah,
think-
91 season.
Yeah.
And then it was Cowboys, right? Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Cowboys beat that ass twice. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Now, final division round game, of course. Well, final that we're going to talk about, but the first one on the docket last week it was Houston, Kansas City. And look, I'm all for Houston losing. By God, makes me happy.
Of course.
But
You just can't be happy for nobody.
No, not the Texans anyway. But the referee calls are just blatant. It was horrible. Like obviously the one that's big pointed out is Mahomes sliding. Two Texans players collide with each other. Barely don't even touch Mahomes, and they still call a roughing the passer unnecessary roughness penalty. I'm like, what?
That's just wild to me.
JC, to be fair, they lightly grazed his helmet. So
a fucking break, dude.
I'm just throwing that out there. It was lightly grazed.
Hey, man. He saw the paint move and, like...
Okay. Oh, the paint moved. Okay.
That's right. There's a paint move.
Okay.
And I know we've been saying it all season. You know, for all we know, they've already called roughing the passer penalty on the Bills before the game even started, for all we know this year. But this was just like on the national stage. You know,
I feel bad for Mahomes. I really, really do, because
I do and I don't.
This taints his legacy.
He's sitting there flopping for calls too. Like, really, bro?
Wouldn't
You're
you?
into James Harden status. What's going on here?
Wouldn't you? I would do anything to fucking win.
I have so much hate for Aikman's bias, but yeah, when he calls it out, oh man, you know it's bad at that point.
AC, imagine if Mahomes was doing all of that with an Astros helmet on, you'd be fine.
Well, yeah, but he doesn't play for the Astros.
He did play baseball, though.
Yeah. I mean, he probably could, honestly.
Roughing the passer where he was like on the ground and the two Houston players like collided over him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or even when he slows up before he runs out of bounds to try and flop and get like an unnecessary roughness call, right?
Draw foul.
You know. But it's funny because last week we talked a little bit about the potential rule change about if you fake an injury would make you sit out the rest of the drive unless your team took a timeout, right? Like, should there be a penalty for faking injuries? Should there be a penalty for flopping down?
Yeah, you're flopping the NBA.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Flopping the NBA, it's a tech now, right? Hockey's had it for years. If you flop, it's a 2-minute penalty. You know?
If you get called for taunting, why wouldn't you get called for acting?
Yeah. Like, if they should penalize this if they flop. And yes, flops in the NBA are reviewable as well. This could be something that's reviewable if you're called for, flopping, counted as an unsportsmanlike conduct, flopping 15 yards.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that'll be looked at for holding too, because you can see a lot of them just like draw the flag because of how they fall. I mean, you can't just look at like the quarterbacks, like you gotta look at everybody.
Should penalty calls be challenged now? The NBA does it.
The NFL did it for 1 year and then they stopped.
Well,
they don't want to be wrong.
They put challenge on offensive or on pass interference calls.
Right.
Yep.
But,
that was them dipping their toe in the water, though.
But why not? I mean, especially when it comes to this, like, how many times they called roughing, whatever, and you don't even touch the guy, or it just doesn't look as egregious. I mean, they review it in college for targeting, like, why not?
I think it's a good idea, especially to your point, the roughing the passer calls. But then you watch the replay in slow motion, you're like, wow, he barely grazed him.
Or even helmet to helmet hits, hit on defensive receivers and stuff. I mean,
Yeah, dude took two steps and turned around and got hit really hard, but it's like, oh, he was defenseless. Like, how? He caught the ball, turned around, took 2 steps, then got hit. But okay, he's defenseless. You got it.
I think Rich Eisen did describe it best. Like, enforce some type of like review while everything's being checked out, because those type of penalties are like game changers. Like,
they really are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like they really like a drive can be made or broken based on that type of penalty. Holding, okay, yeah, like I can see why like you can't really like call every single one. You know what I mean? Like there are some obvious egregious ones, and there are some that are just like completely situational, like super by accident. Well, can't say by accident, but like you know what I mean? Like you're trying to like block, and then like they just fall, right? Like those, like you should be able to call, like, no, that was not holding. Like you fell. Like it's clear you fell. But like kind of like what y'all are describing with like the whole the fake or slowing down to draw the foul, the sliding, that one's probably gonna be like super tricky to navigate because I'm giving myself up, right? You know what I mean?
Giving
like
yourself up, but if the defender is already airborne, trying to make a play, like putting an arm out, you
And then,
yeah, they can't stop
and
themselves.
then you do it afterwards.
Factor in-
Exactly.
Yeah,
They have to factor
Right,
in
right,
the
right.
reaction too.
Yeah.
Because
That's crap.
just because their hands up and the person's already moving, like
Mhm.
yeah.
sucks to suck.
Like you're going down low to make a tackle. You're trying to hit them low so you don't get penalized for it, and then they sit there and slide or stick their head down and try and draw a helmet-to-helmet hit. Right? You know.
Yeah, that's like something that's like blatantly obvious. Like that's that's some shit like you just gotta like look out for. But at the end of the day, Nori's right. They can only do so much. You're right. Dipping the toe in the water should be like an experimental thing, but like, where do you draw the line? I guess is where my question is. Is where can outside of the few examples that we've tossed, like where do you draw that line? You know what I mean?
I mean, flopping's got to be what you got to do in there because
For sure.
we've seen it. Obviously, like players will do it. Just like there's a little scuffle, they'll flop and try to get like, dude, seriously.
Oh, yeah.
Do you just want to be soccer at this point?
Yeah.
I mean, did you see the Mahomes flop? Because that was genuine soccer flop
I didn't
right
know he
there.
was
Oh,
on the
Like,
team,
he
so I
even,
knew,
Jesus, bro.
yeah.
man sold it too. He was like, "Ah."
And I love how Mahomes goes in the post game presser and he's all like, "Yeah, I just played to the best of my ability, and then whatever the refs gives, whatever the refs give. All right, I hope you have that same energy if the refs give it to you the way they've been giving it to every other team this season. You know what I'm saying? And that's just
I think the Bills are coming after him. Like, I mean, if the refs keep doing what they're doing, there's gonna be like 15 fucking flags. Because I think the Bills are coming after him.
Well,
Oh,
could
for
throw a
sure.
flag. I mean, obviously, some refs have come out and said this is crap that people are sitting there saying the refs are in their pocket or something like that. It was like, okay,
They are.
but it's putting you on notice now, right? People are going to scrutinize this upcoming Chiefs and Bills game, watching the refs closely, watching this and that, seeing, okay, let's see if Josh Allen's going to get the same calls that Patrick Mahomes is, right? And yeah,
Hope he does.
fair
Like,
is fair.
fair
Yeah.
is fair. And
Like, you have
honestly,
two star quarterbacks there, and like if you're saying, "Well, we're protecting the star quarterbacks," well, there's another star right there. So let's
Clearly.
see.
yeah, I mean, well, that's what the NFL does, right? Fluke tackle. Tom Brady gets hit below his knees because the guy's trying to make a play, breaks his leg out the season. Next year, we're outlawing that, even though it wasn't done on purpose, right? He's getting blocked to the ground. I forget who it was. Nobody gave a crap about a horse collar tackle until Terrell Owens got injured from it.
That was Roy Williams also. I'm not
And
saying
then
I'm happy about it. I'm just saying it was
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, and then this last week, Lamar got the hip drop on him. No flag was called. That to me was
I don't think
wild.
anybody's called a hip drop. Like it's hard to figure that out, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't know. I don't agree. I think the hip drops are very straightforward. If you throwing them down just from their hip, whatever, there's no cushion, there's no way to land safely. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but I remember there was such a controversy where they added that this year, but I barely heard of an incident where it's been called this year. Have you
no,
guys?
no, they're
It
not calling
hasn't
it.
been
should
called
be.
like
They
they
don't call
like
it.
it was done a couple times during like this even this playoff.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like it's different if you grab at like the chest and then you kind of like drag to the hip. Okay, that's
Mhm.
different, right? But if you legitimately just straight, or I'm sorry, if you intentionally just like go for the hip and then pull your weight down, like that should be like outlawed.
Yeah.
But no, the way Lamar got tackled outside, like towards the sideline, like that was a straight up hip drop tackle. Like that could have ended really badly for him. So for the fact that wasn't called, but I barely grazed his helmet. Oh no, 15 yards. Fuck it. Minus
Yeah.
12 points for Houston, and then Kansas City wins by 50. Like that's literally like what the refs are doing. Say what they want. It's not that. Yeah, it is. It clearly is. So let's just call it what it is.
It's weird. The fact that it's gotten so much attention that the refs seem to favor KC, that you think the refs would be a little more mindful of this kind of stuff. But
No.
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 Well, they may now this week because it's come under such attention. I mean, one referee's come out and said, it's just blatantly crap. Obviously, this is going to be bulletin board material for the Chiefs because now they're thinking, okay, everyone's trying to delegitimize what we've done this season. They're going to.
Think they haven't heard this already for
Yeah,
like 2
I'm sure.
years.
But
Yeah.
now you're just adding more to it, right?
Since week 2,
Yeah.
it's just whatever.
Buffalo's going to come out firing up something to prove. It was like, hey, if I'm the defensive coordinator for the Bills, I'm coming after Mahomes, daring the ref to throw a flag, right? Take
Exactly.
the game. So, I mean, it's going to be a great game. The Bills can't possibly lose for AFC Championship games in a row.
Stop
right?
that.
I mean,
You stop that. Okay. You stop that, sir.
You don't know the Bills, sir.
You stop that right there.
See what you're doing, and I like it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. How about that
Yeah.
Joe Mixon incident today?
Oh, Jesus.
No.
Talk about the NFL fucking shit up. You guys
That
know
was
about
crazy.
this? Chickaway, go ahead and describe it. Go for it.
So essentially, somebody tweeted about how the refs calling the game 50-50 was straight up bullshit and trash, right? So the NFL was like, all right, Joe Mixon, you get a fine. And then he tweeted, wait, I didn't even say this.
No.
Why are you fining me for this bullshit? And then he gets fined for that, for calling out the NFL.
Do you know who tweeted the original tweet?
It was a retired player, I think, from 10 years ago.
TJ Huzmarzada.
DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
it's
hilarious.
fair to say the Players Association is going to get involved in this, but
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
so
How
I
the
don't know
fuck
if
do
Joe
you
Mixon
find me for not saying
retweeted
anything?
it or something.
No, he made his own tweet, and then he made a hockey reference, which is why I laughed at your hockey comment, JC. I think it
Oh,
was
yeah.
James Conner.
He said if Connor McDavid.
There you go.
Am I getting fined if Connor McDavid cross? It's funny because Connor McDavid just got suspended 3 games for a bad cross check. So that's kind of the funny part. Yeah. So yeah, that's.
That's just crazy to me.
I mean, we're set. Like maybe their NFL's worried about the new administration. So they're just trying to get money any way we can. So.
Got to get money, bro.
Yeah. I don't know. If I'm
So-
an NFL player, I'm blocking Roger Goodell's Twitter account. I'm blocking the NFL's Twitter account.
Absolutely,
Setting up a
bro.
burner account. All that fun stuff.
Something,
Yeah.
Well, I hear if you really want to set up a burner account, contact KD. He's really good at that.
What a moron.
Man, shots fired.
Great player,
Pew, pew.
shitty on technology. But
Yes.
So I heard.
welcome. Yeah.
I heard that. There you
I
go.
guess. So curious. I watched this clip today, and I actually had to think about it. It's like this is not a bad take. So the comment that was made is that this divisional round, Jaden Daniels is the best quarterback this week.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts is hurt.
Just for this past weekend? Yeah.
In the NFC, sure.
I think he's had the best rookie year. I don't know if he's proving he's better than Jaden Daniels as much as Jalen Hurts as much as I don't like him.
Right.
No,
No,
strong statement.
we're just like limiting it to this weekend. So these 4 games.
Like if I just had to pick a quarterback, I would pick Jaden Daniels. It's like Jalen Hurts he's hurt. So like living up to his name. So
I'm definitely taking those fantasy stats, but yeah.
I mean, just looking at it in terms of like everything, poise, like not discounting obviously Mahomes and what he's done so far his entire career. Yeah, obviously, but like if you just eliminate all that, you look at this past weekend, Jaden Daniels is number 1. I was like, I mean that's not a bad take, but I probably wouldn't put him there.
I put Josh Allen at number 1.
Arguably, or Matthew Stafford number 1. One of those two.
Stafford lost though.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I get it. 8 quarterbacks, 4 of them were going to lose. But like, if you just look at just like credentials, like I probably would put Stafford over Daniels. I'm sorry, over Allen, only because of experience in quarterback. I mean, comebacks. Me personally, but you can argue Stafford, Daniels or Allen, really to be top 3 if you look at it. I don't know. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going by fantasy stats,
Josh Allen.
Jay Daniels, yeah. So, but
I'd go with Allen too.
yeah,
Allen he's basically a fullback.
he's a man
True.
on a mission this year too. He really is. He's
True.
super improved this year for sure. So,
And he shut us all up this year because I remember a preseason. Who the fuck is he gonna throw it to? He got nobody. Shit. All right.
yeah, I think we all.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens this week. We'll talk a bit more of the conference championships in a bit. Keeping it NFL, we got a couple of coaching hires. Let me get to that list. Sorry. Let me see here. Here we go. Last week, of course, we knew Vrabel got hired by the Patriots. The Bears have hired Ben Johnson, and the Jets have hired Aaron Glenn. Regarding the other coaching searches, I forget who his name was, but someone took their name out of the hat for the Jags job, and then shortly after that, the Jags fired their GM. Phil, gotta ask you, what the hell is going on in Jacksonville?
He should have been gone before Peterson, in my opinion. But
Should
the OC that withdrew his name was Tampa Bay's.
Okay.
Oh, the OC. The one who just got it. Didn't he just get an extension or something? Liam something.
Yeah, he's got an extension. He's like, I guess the money wasn't there for him, but
or he realized what he was getting into. One of the two.
Yeah, I'm thinking the second one.
That's potentially it. I don't know if that had anything to do with bulky or not, but I'm hoping something good comes. That's all I can do right now.
I feel like right now, at least the Jags and the Raiders might be the last ones to fill that position, And do the Jags fill the GM spot first before they get a coach, or where do you think they go from there?
I think it depends on the caliber of who they're hiring on both sides. I mean, right now they're running out of candidates. It seems like the head coach, so maybe there's a better GM.
Hey, Bill O'Brien's available.
That's what I said.
Mm-hmm.
As a GM.
As a GM, not as a
with Mike McCarthy as the coach. I'm just saying.
Hey, let's go.
Well, we know it won't be Robert Saleh. He just signed on to be a DC defensive coordinator again with the Niners. And if I'm not mistaken, it's a pretty hefty contract, right? So,
as much as I've been seeing, since my phone is indisposed at the moment, yes, they are planning to make him highest paid DC.
I mean, they didn't really want to. I mean, they didn't really want to let him go in the first place, right? Like,
no, they really didn't. But
he was a promotion basically. He went from a coordinator to
he went from a coordinator to a head coach.
To a head coach. Yeah. But according from what I've been digging around, it's pretty much 99% certain, and then the contract details, that's not going to be disclosed for a while.
But yeah. So right now, the Saints, Jags, Raiders, and Cowboys are still on the head coaching search. The Jags, though, are also searching for a GM. That's kind of where all the everything is standing right now. Not sure where any of these teams are going to go right now because, the spots are filling fast, too, as well.
Do you think the Cowboys take, Kalen Moore?
DJ?
No, I don't.
The disappointment. No. It's just.
I don't, but it's only because the last update I got yesterday was they are interviewing Schottenheimer for a second time to be the head coach.
Oh, Lord.
And I just think it's a joke because basically you got a guy who already was just a mouthpiece, and not even a really loud one, but just there as a guy. He's the OC technically, but we know McCarthy was calling plays last year. So you're the offensive coordinator who doesn't actually coordinate the offense. So you didn't really prove that you can run the offense because Mike McCarthy was doing that. But now they're going to move you to be the head coach. So you haven't proven in the past couple of years that you can run the offense, but we expect you to now be able to run the team. So this really sounds to me very simply like, oh, you've been here a long time. You can basically be a silent head coach like I like it. And then Jerry Jones, will still get all the credit for being a failure.
How long before Jerry Jones becomes the play caller? Let's be honest here.
I'm surprised he ain't now.
Truth be told, I'm surprised he didn't just go ahead and say, well, you know what? We are going to make me the head coach. I'm going to go ahead and take over those roles, and I'm going to run the offense. And then we'll have Zimmer continue running the defense.
Yeah.
And I'll also manage daily operations. I'll be the GM, be the owner, and you will only talk to me after all games. You will not speak to anybody else on the staff.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So the perfect Dallas Cowboys coach.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. So, will they get Kellen Moore? No, because that would make more sense. They're going to go with Schottenheimer because he won't. Basically, he won't argue with Jerry. If Jerry says, "Kiss my ass," he'll say, "Okay, where would you like a kiss, sir?" Or daddy, whatever.
So, just hear me out for this one. What about?
I already ate it.
I mean, you probably do. You probably do. What about Brian Flores as your new HC?
Oh,
He'd be great.
I would absolutely take him over damn near anybody that's available right now.
I figured you'd probably say something fucked up as like, nah, he's black. Jerry's not going to hire him. I don't know.
Well,
wow.
I mean, look, am I going to argue with that? No, but if Brian Flores was available, hell yeah, you take Brian Flores. I mean, he got a raw deal anyway, so quite frankly, go get him.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to win, but Jerry doesn't want to win. He wants someone who won't argue with him, who can tell what to do, and that'll just be the end of it. And then he'll just keep making money because he'll keep getting media time. That's all he wants.
Jerry wants to win, but he wants to be the reason they win. He wants to be the one getting all the credit, and that's what he just won't let go. That's kind of how his mindset is.
Oh.
Which is crazy to me because, like, you know, they made the meme about how Dan Quinn and Kellen Moore both left, and look what's going on. They're both in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's just.
You let him go, dude. Cowboy fans are sitting there saying, "God, you should have fucking fired McCarthy last year and just promoted Dan Quinn." Right? I mean,
that's exactly what I said.
Everybody was saying that, man. It's crazy to me. Like, your defense was actually doing work.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you let go of the guy that's running it. Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
To bring in a guy who won a Super Bowl over a decade ago because of Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how
Dallas
this episode is how Dallas turns. Dallas, by the way, the only NFC team to not reach the NFC Championship game this century.
Okay, that's changed because of Washington, sir. You had to add to that.
Exactly.
Washington has made it. Dallas is the only NFC that hasn't made it.
Exactly.
And Dallas now has the longest drought because of Washington's win.
Exactly.
Nothing y'all say can hurt me.
The last Dallas Cowboy win is closer to the moon landing.
Is it at that point?
That's beyond fucked up. But I mean, hey, look at it this way, DJ. This would be motivation. If you do it, well, never mind. I don't have nothing. Sorry. I thought I had something, but I was like, no, wait.
And I'll throw this out there. Who is the only NFL team to never reach a conference championship game?
Never. That's a good question,
Cleveland?
sir.
Huh?
No.
Cleveland?
Not Cleveland. No, not
Cleveland's been
Cleveland.
there.
No.
They have a Super Bowl, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Looking wild, that's.
No, you know what? Knowing JC, he's probably proud of this answer. It was the Houston Texans.
It was the Houston Texans. That's right.
I fucking knew it. I knew it. This guy. I knew it.
Never miss an opportunity.
Never miss an opportunity. You know what? Damn proud of you, JC.
Fuck
that was good.
Throw shade when you can.
You could, bro.
You know it. All right. Let's see here. Baseball Hall of Fame. 3 elected this year. Billy Wagner in his last year of eligibility. CC Sabathia and Ichiro Suzuki, who should have been unanimous, but one douchebag didn't put their vote in for that. I want to start with Nori, though, talking about CC Sabathia. Memories you have of watching this guy pitch.
Yeah. I thought he was going to have the A-Rod curse of never winning a title here, but he did. I'm really glad. Best fucking trade from Cleveland ever.
For sure. I forgot he was with the Indians. I forgot about that. So.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's why he was emphasizing that New York's his home, because he started out in Cleveland.
Yeah. Billy Wagner, I remember going to so many Astros games when it was still Enron Field at the time, the throwback, right? He was just awesome. You know, left-handed. I'm left-handed. He came in and, like Mariano Rivera, was also entering the game with Enter Sandman, and he was just throwing heat, hitting hundreds. And crazy, he's not a natural lefty. He's actually right-handed, but as a kid, he broke his arm a couple times, so he started to learn to throw left, and it just went there ever since. And now he's a Hall of Famer. Just amazing.
Cool. Like,
Yeah.
didn't
insane.
start out. That's
No.
crazy.
It's wild. But was definitely one of my favorite Astros players growing up, and I'm so happy he's there. Ichiro was just one of my favorite players, period. He was amazing to watch.
So, okay, I haven't been paying attention. What's the story behind the one vote that, like, did he just not vote, or did, like...
Well, that's the thing. He hasn't said a word. Whoever it was hasn't made it public. And Ichiro even said so much today in a press conference, like, whoever that one person was, reach out. Let's have dinner. Let's talk about it. Like, why didn't you vote for me? And nobody knows who this writer is. At least he hasn't come forward yet. So
Or that
It's such a broken system. It's an insanely broken system.
yeah. And yeah, the only unanimous Hall of Famer is Mariano Rivera. Definitely deserved. Why wasn't Derek Jeter unanimous? Why wasn't Ken Griffey Jr. unanimous? Like, seriously, why wasn't Ichiro?
Someone wants to be cute. Always.
Yeah. So, but still, Ichiro, amazing. And that's just on his Major League Baseball stats. We're not even counting what he did in Japan beyond that. So, and Rob, be happy, because if it wasn't for Ichiro, the Dodgers would not have the freaking Japanese connection that they're getting this year.
No, I get it. Like, yeah. I get it, but...
So, yeah. But when I got to see a game in Seattle, I got to see Ichiro play there before he got traded from the Mariners. Saw him hit a triple. It was just, seeing him flying around the bases. Such a great mind for the game. He's just an amazing player. So, but congrats to Ichiro, CC, Billy Wagner going into the Hall. Close to, but not getting quite enough votes. Carlos Beltran, Andrew Jones, 70 and 66% of the vote, respectively. You need 75 to get in. So
that's crazy.
And if you're keeping track, A-Rod got 37%. So yeah, but all right. Let's see. You guys want to talk about the national championship game, or?
Actually not.
I mean, we can. I don't have a whole lot to say about it.
I turned it off at the half.
I'll just say, if anybody was saying Ryan Day needs to get fired, you better fucking eat your words, dude. Because yes, he lost to Michigan, but then he won you a national championship.
That's all he does, is always lose to Michigan and gets titles. I'll take it.
Would you rather have Buckeye fans? Like, seriously. So, you know.
I don't know, like,
losing, because they're so used to using. That's what losing. They don't know what success looks like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know some
he could be used to
Michigan
using
fans
it
that would
well.
love to swap that, but you know,
yeah.
I always root against Ohio State anyway, but
Same.
that dude just looks weird. He just looks right.
With the Sharpie beard, is that what it is? You know, the Sharpie beard. Yeah.
I could just see. I'm not picking that team. That dude looks fucking weird, man. Fuck that team.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with the players or how good they are. Nah, their coach is fucking weird looking. Fuck him.
I don't like that team, and their coach looks weird.
all the more reason to.
Yeah.
Sounds like we.
When it
been
was
doing it.
when it was all said and done, the Buckeyes beat 6 of the other 11 college football playoff teams this season. Obviously, Tennessee, Oregon, Texas, and Notre Dame. But in the regular season, they also beat Indiana and Penn State. So
I mean, they beat him when they counted.
Yep.
Good
So-
stuff. Good stuff. Respect.
But by the way, for all those people saying, would this team beat last year's Michigan team? No.
No.
Nah.
Michigan's beat y'all twice. You could even beat this year's Michigan team. So what makes you think you beat last year's Michigan team? So you really want to go there? Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
All right. Conference championship games. Both are on Sunday. Philadelphia hosting the Washington Commanders at 2:00 Central Time, and Kansas City hosting Buffalo Bills at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. Game by game, let's talk about it. Philly or Washington? Obviously, they went 1-1 in the regular season. I think Washington won the game pretty much when it didn't matter, right? Because Saquon was sitting, everything was clinched up. I'm trying to remember if that's what it was. Yeah. So,
Hey, man, but a win's a win.
yeah. Do you guys think that Jaden Daniels' magic continues this weekend and they get past?
Hell yes.
I'm
hopeful.
I believe.
I don't think so, but I hope so.
You hope so.
Fuck, I believe.
Yeah.
I just saw some news. Barring something unexpected, Lim Cohen will be the Jaguars' next head coach, they're saying.
Oh boy.
Lim Cohen?
Well.
Who was he? Was he a coordinator somewhere? I'm trying to remember where he was. So.
He was.
That's a
Oh, he's coming from the University of Kentucky.
Oh. Okay.
He's also a former Rams coach.
Okay.
Oh, and he's yeah. Oh no, this is the Bucks coordinator.
The one that pulled his name out, or is it a different coordinator?
No, this is the same one.
Oh. Okay.
So evidently, he doesn't like Baker Mayfield either. So.
Oh.
I feel like you're lying
gotta
there.
be it. Mhm.
I don't know.
Sounds legitimate.
He's the OC. He has to deal with him the most. Yeah, I think that's a good reason to get out of Tampa Bay right now.
You know what? The amount
So
of hatred.
Wikipedia is reporting that he's been hired. Let me see if this is reliable sources there now.
Yeah, exactly.
Wikipedia. Yeah,
We gotta confirm source here.
completely legit. There can't be anything wrong on that website. Everything's right on there.
So I have to wait for
know.
Adam Schefter to tweet it, I guess.
Yeah, his Twitter is not even updated. Like he's got his all his Kentucky stuff still up. So I don't know.
Yeah, so he agreed to that extension.
Right. But
Right, but even
if you're
agreeing
moving
to it
up in
doesn't.
the world, you get out of it with no penalty,
Yeah.
basically. So yeah. So okay.
Yeah, he's the one who removed himself from consideration too.
Okay. Maybe
They wanted him
Man's
that
"Look,
bad."
I have more money. I fired. Maybe that was part of it. He didn't want to work with that GM, so they just fired him.
Oh,
get the fuck out of here.
that makes sense. That would actually make sense.
That makes perfect sense.
Okay.
You want me here? Get rid of Bulky. Done. Okay.
So we know they're
Yeah,
serious.
you got it.
now. Yeah. So
I guess we'll make this happen. All right, cool.
all right. For the record, I think all of us except Nori had on our bracket challenge. Nori has Philly in the Super Bowl. So does Rob, and that's it. Those are the only two that had him there. So,
I just need the Bills to win.
yeah, I think this is the week that the magic runs out for Washington. Their run defense cannot stop Saquon. You're going against one of the top rushing offenses in the league. And if the weather is going to be just as bad as it was last week, it favors the Eagles so much. So
You're just a hater, okay?
I'm not a hater.
You're just a hater.
Yeah.
I believe in the magic.
Well,
sir.
Be honest, Nori, do you want to see either team
Believe
win?
in
DJ?
magic.
Nori, DJ, do you want to see either team win at all? See?
No, I want to see a goddamn tie is what I want to see, but it's not going to happen. It's the playoffs.
I would love to see either the Bills win, or honestly, even though in my division, I'd be totally okay with Washington winning.
Exactly. See,
Honestly,
you're just a hater.
because I don't deal with them. I don't deal with them down here. I deal with Cowboys fans and Eagles fans. Do shit to literally disrupt the Giants for drafting, for how they are, their mannerisms, everything. They're just horrible. They're the worst fans in sports.
All right. So the Washington's the less of the three.
The lesser.
Out of the whole division, absolutely. There's like one Washington fan I met my whole fucking life in San Antonio, so I'm good.
DJ, would you agree with that?
Dallas and Washington have a different hatred for each other than the Giants and
So I
Washington.
wanted to see what his thoughts are.
All I heard was.
He was like, "Fuck no."
No, fuck them both. Is my response to that. I don't. Truthfully, if I had to pick one team to win that game, then I think it would be cool to have a rookie make it to the Super Bowl and actually win it. That'd be really cool. But just making it there to start in the Super Bowl would be cool. I hate the Eagles more than any other team. So, they can all go to hell. Every single one of them. I don't really
If I had
care.
to choose, I would choose Washington hands down.
I would pick Washington
more than KC.
slightly over. Yeah, fuck KC too, but I don't have the same hatred. I mean,
Okay.
the
All right.
NFL fans hate them because
Bills
they
and
have
Washington-
the rest in their pocket.
If the Bills and Washington play each other, I'd obviously root for the Bills, but I wouldn't be terribly upset if Washington won because, you know, Washington tortures me for a different reason. They torture me because the Giants decided to win games last year and we couldn't draft Jaden Daniels. We put ourselves out of position.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, you know what? Y'all did it again this year.
oh yeah. No, it's
I mean,
Giants way.
right,
Yeah.
right. Like, there's no argument to that.
I think
there.
most of the country wants to see Washington and Buffalo in the Super Bowl for sure.
No, I think most of the country just doesn't want KC in the Super Bowl this year. Like, if we're being honest, like it could be Buffalo versus somebody in the NFC East. Like,
if I see a single one more stupid Avengers meme about the entire NFL team against Thanos,
the Eagles are the second most disliked team because they're basically a super team.
Yeah.
I think everybody's pretty much over the Eagles. They, I mean, most of Philly in general, Philly sports, they aren't likable people.
Yeah, it's not so much the teams as the players, right? You know, or the fans,
sure.
right?
It's the fan base. Yeah, they don't deserve happiness. They're not going to go to heaven.
They really don't.
I'm rooting for Washington, obviously, this weekend. So AJ Brown could go read his fucking books at home rather than on the sideline. And I just wouldn't mind seeing it. I mean, they're a fun team to watch. Let's be honest here. So, but they definitely got to stop Saquon because the Rams gave up 200 yards last week. Whew.
That's true.
That'll tear.
But, to be fair, I'd rather not look at that coach in the Super Bowl. Whatever the fuck his name is. Nick Sirianni, yeah.
Sirianni?
Yeah,
Dude has a face that you just want to punch for no reason. Like, I mean, if we're being honest here.
You talk about Sirianni or Ryan Day from Ohio State? Who are we talking
No,
about?
Sirianni. I'm talking about Sirianni.
Sirianni. Definitely.
The answer is yes, JC. To your question.
I mean, you're right about that too. The answer is yes.
Both the fuck out.
All right.
Love it.
I didn't even think twice about it either. Just
do it. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like
you just see the guy
all the way in. Yeah.
Like,
fuck him.
I even know what he did. I don't know. His fist came to my his face came to my fist.
Yeah, just blocked it. That's all it did.
Yeah, just look at it.
I saw him and I got angry. I don't know what else happened.
Game time temperature in Philly is 39 degrees. And
a lot warmer than what it was last week.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Doesn't look like a chance of rain
warm.
right now, but as the sun sets, gotta get colder, gotta get windier.
It's fine.
See what happens, So, but
I think Washington can do it. I think they can do it. I mean,
Yes,
they
I
put
believe
it on Detroit.
they sure did.
Yeah, but now they're going up against the number one healthiest defense.
Yeah,
They were already a good defense last year. Kenyon Mitchell puts them over the top. They honestly they have the rookie of the year, but he's not going to get it. It's probably going to go to Daniels. But and then you added Saquon. That team's stupid. I don't see how they lose.
Commanders got to make stops. Plain and simple. Their defense has to step up for them to have a chance.
Well, JC, it's funny you mentioned defense. So an article popped up. So the Commanders' defensive coordinator, Joe Witt, he said he wants the Eagles to think twice before calling any design runs for Jalen Hurts.
Oh, I saw this, yeah.
Oh boy, they're coming.
Oh, here we go.
It's fair game if it's a design run. That's
It's
fair
fair
game.
game. Yeah.
So
Here's his quote. If he's going to run the ball and the coordinator makes the decision for him to run the ball, we're going to treat him like a running back.
Yep.
And we're going to hit him that way.
yeah,
Absolutely. That's how it should be. That's a very normal response to me. That's not even shit talking.
He's
I was just supposed
love
to say,
it.
oh, he's a runner. Hold on, just tickle him. Nah, fuck him.
yeah. You hear
Kill 'em.
that, Kansas City refs, AFC guys?
Yeah, they hear you, but their
They
checks.
hear you. Their checks say different, but
Okay.
They're not stupid. They know what they're doing, man.
All right. Well, speaking of the AFC Championship game at Arrowhead, Chiefs, Bills, game time weather, 33 degrees. Doesn't look like there's going to be a whole lot of snow going on this week. We got all that last week, but
Nope, just a bunch of yellow flags.
heavy forecast of that too, right?
Yep.
no refs.
Phew.
This game is always fun, though.
It is,
Oh, yeah.
but we know Josh Allen's biggest fear is the coin toss, right? I mean, that's his biggest fear with this game. So what?
If he loses,
That's funny.
bro. If he loses the coin toss at the beginning of the game,
That's
that's
a
almost
wrap,
like
bro.
almost fucked immediately.
Well, that's the first question. Does this game go to overtime?
It always does.
No.
It better the
No.
fuck not, because
No.
then he's losing.
Oh. Let's see. On our bracket challenge, I picked Buffalo. Nori picked Kansas City. Chicken Wing Kansas City. Rob Buffalo, and DJ and Phil had Baltimore at this point. It's obviously out. So,
Man, all we need is Buffalo to win, and I win. So like that's it.
yeah.
No. We get Buffalo to win. The world wins. Okay. Fuck
Correct.
you, Rob. Okay.
Well, that's just a bonus, but I have priorities, so.
Yeah, I guess.
Nori, I know you picked Kansas City, but do you think Buffalo could pull this off?
Oh, they're very, very capable, but they just can't leave it in the refs' hands. They can't leave a critical play in the fourth quarter. They can't.
Yeah.
So if you breathe in, Mahomes' direction, it's it's going to be a penalty. Like we all know this is coming. So you can't leave it up to the ref. You have a 7-point lead or 14-point lead. Yeah,
No.
you can't.
We've seen the 2 minutes.
Yeah, like
times. I don't
and
think
any
so.
interceptions where there might be some incidental contact here and there, you can't have that because that'll be pass interference. So the Chiefs can get the ball. So it's going to have to be a pick where there's like no Chiefs players around and there's just a Bill standing there.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we can't throw a flag there because there's nobody around he could have interfered with. He's just standing there.
And there's still going to be a penalty. Holding. On the defense.
Yeah.
Clearly nobody there, but holding anyway. So, yes. And that's just what it's going to be.
And there's going to be tons of people hating on the Chiefs this week because they cost a lot of people some big money last week, if you guys recall that. By them taking the intentional safety.
The intentional safety, that's right.
It was a bad beat for a lot of people because the line on that was 9.5, and they ended up winning by exactly 9 points. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of on the lines, Philly favored by Washington over Washington by 6 points. Over unders 47.5. Kansas City is favored by 2 points over the Bills. Over unders 48.5. So, whew, boy. Conference championship weekend.
Crazy.
Give you 2 points, do they?
What's up?
The refs give you 2 points.
Well,
Yes.
let's see. You get 3 for being at home, and I think the refs give you 2 more. So
You get 7 for being a ref. So
All right. Fair.
Oh my
Fair.
gosh. Telling you, this game is going to be under a lot of scrutiny just for all that stuff. But yeah,
nah.
it will. People are going to be analyzing the shit out of this one, watching every fucking move that the refs make for sure. So yeah,
I'm predicting 2 ejections from the Washington and Philly game at minimum.
2?
like at the end of the game,
there's going to be
a big fight or something.
No. There's going to be fights during the game, and then it doesn't matter who wins. There's going to be a fight at the end of the game.
All right. So for the magical Super Bowl to happen, that would mean both away teams need to win this weekend.
Yes.
Yep.
Could happen.
Yeah, I mean, the
need
Commanders
them
are
to hurry
capable.
the hell up. I'm definitely going to be needing that to happen.
It's the only Super Bowl I really want to watch.
True.
For sure. So
I won't even watch football. If fucking KC gets out, I'm lying. I'll still watch it. It's football.
With KC and Philly again, I'm just like,
yeah,
He's like, oh fuck.
it's like
I
fine,
guess.
I'll buy some squares. Just let my
I
numbers
know, right? Something. Shit.
I think somebody said something about the moon landing earlier this episode.
Mhm.
Here's a little Super Bowl trivia. Of all the teams that played in the Super Bowl before the moon landing, only one has never been back.
The Jets.
Yes, that's right.
Fuck
the
you.
Jets.
I knew that one. I was going to ask that in 2 weeks, but you beat me to it. Fuck you.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? The Jets have never been back to the Super Bowl ever since the Joe Namath game.
That's not crazy.
Yeah, so. But they got a rookie quarterback to the conference championship game. Yeah, so But
Hey.
Yeah, okay.
hey,
Fumble. Man, good job.
never the same since. Well, thank you everybody for joining us in this week's episode of the Sports Minorities Podcast. No episode next week because we really don't give a shit about the Pro Bowl unless some crazy sports news comes out there. So, but we'll be back in 2 weeks to recap what happens this weekend and talk all about the Super Bowl, whether we're going to watch it, whether we're not going to watch it, who we're rooting for, what we're eating, what we're doing, all that fun stuff. So, once again, I'm JC, your resident Titans fan. Joining me this week, we got
Chicken wing. Fuck Rob. Love you, buddy.
Wow. Okay. Shots fired already? I didn't even do nothing.
Yet.
The Nori, Knicks fan. Yeah, sounds I'm going with Knicks fan.
the team doing good right now. Yeah. So.
Respect. Referee fan.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? This is Rob, the NFL refs fan.
Right.
Because we choose who wins the Super Bowl. It starts next week. So, or
Facts.
this weekend.
You do choose.
That's right.
Fucking guy.
Yeah, this is DJ. Just waiting for Jerry Jones to appoint himself as the head coach.
But do you want that?
I mean, someone's got to do it, right?
This is Phil, Spurs fan.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Here's a fan base.
Brahmas fan, I might add. Brahmas fan, season ticket holder. So screw the NFL. If
Wow.
again.
Lions fan. Yeah.
Jags fan. Yeah. So. Oh my God! I gotta ask, how was your girlfriend after that game?
She was pretty upset for about a day, and it's more her mother was just like distraught. But I mean, they'll live.
Yeah.
They're used to it.
Yeah. I feel for every Lions fan out there, but I'm just I know. Better luck next year, right? It's horrible to hear. So
The Lions-Bills Super Bowl would have been awesome too.
I was hoping.
It would have been facts, but we can say that all NFC North teams were one and done this postseason. Just saying.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us. We'll catch you in a couple weeks.
Thanks everyone once again for listening to the Sports Minorities Podcast. We do appreciate it. If you want to keep the conversation going, we're on Twitter at Sports Minor Pod and also on Facebook at Sports Minorities. Our YouTube channel, Sports Minorities. Search on there. We live stream every now and then, just some random stuff. And you can also reach us via email, sports.minorities@gmail.com. We do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to listen to us, and we'll catch y'all next time.
Kind of hoping the Jaguars would give Urban Meyer another shot.
Maybe as a
But they
GM
couldn't
this
find
time.
him.
I think they fired him too early.
What if
Didn't
they
really
make
give him a
GM,
chance.
though? So just throw it out there.
Man, I honestly don't think it was early enough. If we're being honest here.
Yeah. I was having a thought, but I figured it was inappropriate to say in the podcast. So, with that jet stat you pulled up, so what will Joe Namath be dead before Jets win another Super Bowl?
Fuck, man.
Why is it appropriate? You've said way worse.
Yeah, you should have said that.
I mean, we already know the Cowboys aren't going to win until Jerry Jones is dead. But is it going to be until Aikman's dead also?
So Eggman, no.
Okay, what?
No, because once Jerry's gone, then we've got a shot.
I'm gonna give you three things. Give me the order that they are gonna happen in the future.
Okay.
The Jets win a Super Bowl.
Fuck.
The Cowboys win a Super Bowl.
Right before
or
them.
we get Grand Theft Auto 6.
Grand Theft Auto 6.
GTA 6 is first.
GTA 6, hands down.
That was
GTA
easy
6
right
first.
there.
Yeah, Cowboys second, Jets third. I mean,
Yeah.
that's easy.
Yeah, Cowboys second, Jets third.
Great.
Yeah.
We
I
have
agree with you.
priorities here, guys.